All right, let's break down part one of the PET writing test step by step.
Okay, so you've got a three-part challenge. Order paragraphs, spot connectors, and analyze the sentence.
So first up, you'll see a scrambled text. Your job is to make it logical. Here are three chunks of a story. What do you think? Which one kicks things off? So, how do you actually figure out the right order? What's the trick? Okay, you got to look for signals, things like time markers and how the story builds. For this one, the right order is C, then B, and finally A. Makes sense, right?
See? Now it flows. B sets the scene, and then the suddenly an A happens.
All right, on to part two. Now you have to hunt for those connector words. So what are connectors? Think of them as the glue linking ideas together. In our little story, you'll spot words like so, suddenly, and but doing the work.
And each one has a special job, right? Like showing cause, contrast, or time.
And for the final piece of the puzzle, you'll analyze one specific sentence.
All right, let's take a look. This block of text here. Yeah, it's a confusing mess. So how do we turn this chaos into a story that actually flows? Let's find out. The thing is, every story has a logical structure. They aren't just random sentences. It's a simple three-step process. We just need to find the core parts of the story. All right, step one, first things first, we need to find the title. Aha, an unexpected moment. That's the first piece of our puzzle right there. Okay, step two, let's find the intro, the sentences that really set the scene. This part right here, that's our beginning. It sets up who, where, and what's happening. So with the title and the intro, we've got a solid start to our story. And for our final step, we're looking for the conclusion, the part that wraps it all up. See, this part describes that big moment and, how it all ends. All right, this is the fun part. Let's put it all together and see the final story. And there it is, a complete story that flows perfectly from start to finish.
Let's look at this one sentence. What's it really doing in the story? So we're looking at I was sitting alone. What's its role here? Well, it introduces the situation, shows us how the narrator feels, and sets up what happens next. Okay, now you know the how. Let's talk about the why, how you get scored. The points are split between paragraph order, finding connectors, and explaining that sentence. Nailing all 10 points shows you really get how the text is built.
So, just to recap, read it all first, highlight as you go, and explain clearly. You got this.